Congratulations on purchasing a 6VB and H1 combination. This is what comes with the kit when you give it to your plumber or electrician, and we'll take away a couple of things, and that's what you've got left when they say they don't know what they're doing. So what we're going to do now is actually install this so you can see how it goes together and find all the parts necessary. All right. All right, we'll just take the cover off. Also, on the inside of the cover is all the wiring diagrams you require. What we're going to show you now is how to connect this as a 6 kilowatt unit in a test situation. So we won't be using any of the cutouts for the cable entry, but normally the cable will enter through the cable clamp and your data cable through there using the small gland. This is your 240 volt connection, active into number C, obviously with a 32 amp supply, not a test flex as we're doing here. Neutral into S, and earth under the captive screw up here. And this is where most electricians then ring and tell me the unit is not working. What they've forgotten is the additional links required to make this, to turn this into a working unit. All these links are contained in the accessories package of the 6VB. For connection as a 6 kilowatt, you need to use all three. The links required are here, here, and here. This is a complete connection for the 240 volt side for a 6 kilowatt unit. Okay, we've just added the control cable and we're going to join it into this terminal block just here. The easiest way to do that is remove the terminal block just by pulling straight out, like that. That's our communications connection to the controller, and it's a simple colour pattern from 11 to 16, and we're just going to plug that back in onto the pins. This is the controller. We're just going to open this up and get a connection into this terminal block here. So it's just a case of coming through the back. And doing our connection. The first two are labelled AB, which we're not using. We're using 11 to 16 again. Now we're going to connect the thermostat to the controller. In the real world, you probably have this located in the steam room itself, or an extension cable of figure 8 flex, which this can be joined to. Okay, but the connections will be on 17 and 18 on the terminal block, and we'll do that now. That's the complete connection for most domestic installs. Okay, we've got this set up for now a test environment just to run through, and we'll run through the programming of the controller for a 6VB steam bath and see how it goes. Once we've got power to our cable, let's turn the isolator on, and we will be looking for our green flashing LED indicator on our circuit board, meaning our circuit board's got power, and our H1 has come alive asking us to start our program. Okay, this is the opening screen of the H1. We're now going to program this for a steam bath. So we want other region and confirm with OK. At this stage we want English, and we just need to select here, because this controller can do a number of different things, we need to make sure steam bath is highlighted and confirm with OK. Bath time limit is the hours this will run, or the length of time this unit will run and turn off by itself. Normally in a domestic situation, I reduce that, to 2 hours and confirm with OK. Set time of day is the current time of day on a 24-hour clock. So we'll make it 2:01. We've now set for a steam bath. The top one is our on and off control. This highlighted is our temperature control, and at the moment the default is 30 degrees. So if I ask that to 30 degrees, I really want to raise that up to a nice 44 and confirm with OK. Now if I check it again, 44 is the temperature that this unit's being asked to generate. This takes me back to the temperature setting. This takes me back home to the on-off setting. Very simple. To turn it on, it's just a matter of pressing OK, and it will now start calling for water. Because we're not using the light function on this particular one, I want to remove this so when it starts, its symbol doesn't show. I simply go to Settings, down to Service, confirm with OK. The code is 124. I simply go down to Light Switch, confirm with OK, and go momentary. It's now disappeared. So when I go home and I turn it off and back on, the light function doesn't appear and confuse the client. The other function on this, which will just go into a preset time. This is not the time you want the machine to run for, this is the time you want the machine to start, if you want to preset it. So I can set a time and go OK. The time I want it to start will be 6 in the morning, and it will run for 2 hours if I do not turn it off, because we preset that before. Now, what's happening to this unit is below the line. The unit is on, but it also has a preset time. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, after this is turned off, and I can turn this off, there it still has a preset time. This will start at 6 in the morning and run for 2 hours, because that's what we've set. To remove that, it is very simple. Highlight deactivate, go OK, and there is no preset time on this. That's all you need to do. Okay, so we've got our water inlet here, which actually, when you look at it, runs up and to the top of the tank. So there's actually a physical air gap at the top between the water inlet and the water level. Okay, this is our level sensors adjusting the level of the tank inside this tube. And this is our drain point here, which is the brass connection on the unit, which is a high temperature drain required. At the top, we have a T-piece which is supplied with the unit with access at the top for descaling fluid to be applied and immediately bringing up to 20 mil copper for the steam run.